My name is Kim Steiziek. I'm the owner of Duttenhofer's Books. We're here in Clifton Heights at 214 West McMillan in Cincinnati. You can find that and our hours and everything else you want to know on our website at duttenhofers.com. The books we have here, well, we've been here 36 years, so people know we're here, and when people have books to sell, they call us up, they walk in oftentimes. Most of these books walk right in the door. We buy them, of course. And also we go to people's homes when they're moving or retiring and they have very large collections. And most people, well, it used to be that families typically had book collections. That's not true so much anymore, but most of the people we buy from and sell to are lifelong book lovers, and that's where all the good books are, and that's where they go. We try to take care of them between owners. It's a challenging world for books of every kind, old ones and new ones. To me, it makes the old books, if anything, even more important, because even if books aren't printed anymore, which, who knows, the ones that we have now, these wonderful old ones, they're still just gorgeous things that people can enjoy and that can outlast. The best ones can outlast. They've already lasted for centuries, and they can outlast many other kinds of, cultural containers, and that's why books have been such an important part of our culture for hundreds of years. Some of these books are very unusual, and there aren't very many people who are interested, and now it doesn't matter. We send books all over the world, so it doesn't matter where the buyer is, we can connect them to that book. It's equally important to us that the people who are here in town with us come in the store, and we get lots of regular customers. Many of them are UC faculty. Many of them are out-of-town visitors who come here whenever they're in Cincinnati. I've had people say that they've been to bookstores all over the country, and this is one of their favorites. And even a gentleman who had been in Patagonia recently said he told people there that Duttenhofer's was his favorite bookstore. So it's wonderful to have that kind of support from them. Well, another thing that makes the book selling sort of a chronic condition for a lot of people is that books attract very interesting people, and it is never dull around here. Used bookstores differ so much from new bookstores in what we have, but also in what it feels like in here. As I said, these books are from many different times, and there's, for instance, a 1752 Bible over there on the counter, and to imagine all the people that book might have been important to, all the places it might have been. It might have been at deathbeds and weddings, and it's the way an old book the way it's so evocative and always a little bit mysterious. It's can't be replicated by a new book at all. There are books here from at least 4 different centuries. We've had books as old as the 1500s. Some of the nicer things I have right now are a set of beautiful 1757 edition of Shakespeare in beautiful condition, wonderful bindings. That sells for about $1,000. Also a gorgeous example of chromolithography from 1864, I think. Owen Jones, great artist and designer. Beautiful chromolithographs. One of the oldest books I think we ever sold was in Latin. It was a religious book, as many books that survive from the 1500s are. And its author was originally from Navarre, and we actually sold it to the University of Navarre in Spain. And that was particularly enjoyable because to think that book over 500 years had traveled, across the ocean, and then it goes back home to Spain. Who knows where it's been between? So that was kind of fun. It is challenging. These economic times are not easy for any small business, not even for large businesses. And for books particularly, and other kinds of old media, it is very challenging. And I work 6 days a week, and it's all about the books and the people who love them. I think of the store a little bit like an animal shelter, that these are they need to be protected, and they need to get safely from one home to the next. And if bookstores like this go away, there are books going into landfills right now, and I worry for the books.